that has very high spatial resolution so we can evaluate these small areas of the brain. And third, we wanted a technique that had cross-species capabilities. In other words, a technique that would generate the same imaging readout in humans as well as in animal models, because as I'll illustrate, having this is really quite powerful to really confirm any patterns you find in humans. Now, I should say when we first got started, there was no single fMRI technique that best fulfilled these requirements, and so this unexpectedly forced us down a sort of a R&D period in the lab that lasted around 5 or 6 years. We now have a technique that fulfills all these requirements. Of course, I'm not going to go into the details, but just to show you some of the results that we've been accumulating in applying this cross-species, high-resolution variant of fMRI. And when we apply these techniques to humans with Alzheimer's disease, to humans without Alzheimer's across the lifespan, to monkeys, rhesus monkeys who have age-related hippocampal dysfunction but no Alzheimer's disease, and perhaps most formally to mice, in which we can introduce genes that cause them to develop Alzheimer-like changes at a relatively young age. And so by imaging these mice, a large group of these mice across their lifespan, we can most formally disambiguate Alzheimer's from aging. And the summary of all these results are shown in this summary slide taken from a review paper, where we find this very interesting double anatomical dissociation between Alzheimer's and aging. In Alzheimer's disease, we find that it's the entorhinal cortex that's affected first and foremost, shown here in red, where the dentate gyrus is relatively spared. In normal aging, we see this inverse pattern, which was really unexpected. The dentate gyrus is affected first and foremost, and the entorhinal cortex is relatively spared. So we do see this dissociation. This argues, I think, strongly that Alzheimer's and aging are separate processes. I should emphasize that the pattern found in Alzheimer's